Nissan's a bigger tennis racket, isn't it?
Here we are. The Benson Hedges BMW, the critical stop.
Okay, then take it away, Cameron Williams.
Yes, Alan Jones about to take over from Tony Longhurst here with the BMW. Although there was a lot of pre-race speculation that they'd pit a lot later than this, the team is saying that this is exactly to plan, and they're very happy with the operation of the entire unit at this stage. But it does take a little bit away from the pre-race predictions that the BMWs will stay on the track for a lot longer than they have.
Fairly orderly stop there, Cameron. Jones is in the car. He's a little beefier than Tony Longhurst.
Yes, he needs his own seat. He's got the special Recaro outfit there that's custom made for the former world champion.
Well, I tell you what, if Longhurst has given the car a caning for the opening 40 laps, you can expect Jones to be able to step it up a notch or two as well, because he can drive all day at the same pace.
I came in one lap earlier than what I was supposed to, but as I was going up the straight, you start to get very conscious of the gauges, and I thought I saw the fuel pressure gauge move. I thought the other car was going to come in about lap 42 or 43. So the boys should have had a bit of a breather, but anyhow.
It looks like the product car has gone into the wall, or the tyre wall at the top of the mountain. Let's have a look at this with our Prima Holiday replay. 33. Oh, dearie me. He's launched that. That's the Pearson Stewart car. Bob Pearson.
Bruce Stewart.
And veteran Bruce Stewart, who's been here for a number of years.
What a shame.
And that has really tweaked the front and the rear of the car.
05, the Peter Brock Mobile Commodore is in trouble. Andrew Madecki at the wheel. He's stopped on the climb up toward the cutting.
He's got nothing going there.
No. That 5-litre V8 is dead as a doornail. Madecki's unplugging. There's obviously nothing he can do up there. So, the man they call the Mountain Master has had yet another tragic Bathurst.
We have no fuel pressure. I've been giving it a break, and the 15 seconds doesn't help. What do you want me to do next?
Andrew taking instructions from the pits.
Already tried. Yes, no fuel pressure.
And there's the Peter Brock, and with him Peter McKay.
Thanks very much. Peter Brock, a rather bemused Peter Brock, watching proceedings on television. Your car looks like it has a fuel pressure problem, Pete.
Yes, well, that would probably be straight out an electrical connection, I'd imagine. And at the moment, it's quite interesting to stand here listening to Andrew explaining on television he's got no fuel pressure, and we're going through a test procedure with him to try the reserves and everything else, but he's done that. I don't know what he can do at the moment. It's great to see.
Larry Perkins, the engineer of the two mobile cars. They are talking to Madecki in the car. Perkins asking what is wrong.
John Heckworth, one of the team technicians there, trying to talk with Madecki and see if he can get the car mobile again. Very disappointed Peter Brock in the background. Number 2 Nissan back in the pits. And the bonnet's up this time.
Yes, the point here is that the problem doesn't seem to be serious, and it's just very bad luck, and obviously pulls this car anyway out of contention.
Yes, it puts a lot of pressure on the one car to run fault-free for the rest of the day.
It's astonishing that the team has had such a perfect week, and yet come race day these problems can arise.
On lap 59 of the great race, Alan Grice at the wheel of the 16 Holden team car, just slipping by one of the Synovus Alan Moffat entries and flying.
After Win Percy's spin earlier on, that car's now been hauled back up through the field, and that's the Sala Lusty car. Another Sierra that's lost a wheel by the looks of things.
Well, they've had considerable problems with this car today. They had turbo damage earlier that kept them in the pits for a considerable while. Shuffled them right back to the back of the field, and they're in serious problem. Can't see until they come around the next curve what the problem is. Front right, by the look of it, it's either missing altogether or it's missing altogether, all right.
Ooh, there's doing some damage there. Lower ball joint on the suspension being ground away. And they might have troubles when they get back into the pits. There'll be a lot of work there.
As into the pits comes the 18 car.
Radicic getting out of the car.
Terry Shield steps in. Regulation stop. Currently running in 5th position. Everything running like clockwork at this stage. Regulation 4 tyre stop.
John Brady's on the spot.
Yeah, and it is a regulation stop. It looks like everything going completely to plan at the moment. Just waiting on fuel. Everything else is set. Neil Lowe's getting the hands up, and that'll be a fairly quick stop. They'll be happy with that one.
Meantime, John Brady, we've got a shot here from race cam of Andrew Miedeke working on the 05 Brock car, all on his own. Still parked at the side of the circuit, trying to figure out what the problem is with this car and try and get it back up and running, because the laps are ticking away and it's becoming almost an impossible task. Lost another one.
Now that might be the same car. You could look at it side on. If it's 44, it's dumped another wheel. 43.
Sister car.
The team car. So there's 3 Sierras have lost the left front wheel. Sorry, is that the left front?
That's the right front.
Right front,
yeah.
sorry. And left and right hand drive cars, very confusing.
Your
so
left
another
hand
one
never did know what the right hand was doing.
Another one will limp down the hill.
Oh, wretched luck for Brian Bolwell, who took a big gamble and put up the money to take over these 2 former Tony Longhurst Sierra. Oh, that sets your teeth on edge, doesn't it? It'll set a few other people's teeth on edge too if they come on him very suddenly down this part of the circuit.
There's problems for the Neil Crompton. Bradley Jones, number 7, Holden Racing Team Commodore. Crompton had taken the car up to 9ths on the road. He's had a shunt somewhere around the circuit. They've hit it with the 100 mile an hour tape, the silver tape. They're trying to make sure that there's nothing damaged. Crompton decided to bring the car in just at the same time. That's our bumper cam sitting out the front, giving you the best view. The other good news is Andrew Miedeke has passed the TAFE course and has the 05 car back and mobile, or limping anyway towards the pits. Nissan number 1 car, Jim Richards, pitted and rejoined the race, still in the lead, so they have not dropped the lead away.
Neil Crompton sitting in the car anxiously waiting as they try to repair the damage. Crompton, what happened?
The old boy got sideways coming into the pit straight in a fairly big way. We were tangled up in a scrap with John Bow and Greg Hansford. Gricey had virtually a spin. I ducked to the inside to miss him, but gave him a Liberace.
Oh, well, it's done a fair amount of damage.
No kidding.
We're looking at our Prima Holidays replay here. This was what happened when the car first came into the pits. And any method, fair or foul, to get things back in place and get it back up and running again, it can't happen quickly enough for Neil Crompton.
Now, that is unfortunate. There's nothing he can do. He can just sit there and wait. Still working to try and get the aerodynamics right. At the moment, it has about the same aerodynamic lift as a brick wall. Well, they've got to get it bent back into a reasonable enough shape to satisfy the stewards and not cop a black flag and have to keep coming back to the pit area. They've been in there for nearly 4 minutes. 11 also, and crawling into the pits. Oh, this is bad news. Well, that's Thomas